Hello, I'm Dr. O'Connor. I want to take just a minute to remind you of something deeply important. Your health is the foundation of everything you value in life. Without it, energy fades, joy diminishes, and even simple moments lose their spark. Each day, you make choices that either build or break that foundation. Nutrition, sleep, exercise, mental calm. They're not luxuries, they're necessities. You don't need perfection, but you do need consistency. A 20-minute walk, a balanced plate, a good night's rest. These small steps compound into a longer, stronger, more vibrant life. And remember, prevention is far more powerful than cure. Regular checkups, managing stress, and staying connected to others aren't just good habits. They're life-saving ones. So today, make a decision to invest in yourself. Because good health isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. Take care of your body, nourish your mind, and protect your well-being every single day.
Only weapon against high cholesterol? What if I told you that 5 specific foods sitting in your kitchen right now could be more powerful than you ever imagined at slashing those dangerous LDL numbers? Today we're diving deep into the science behind nature's most potent cholesterol-fighting compounds. And trust me, what you're about to learn will completely change how you think about your next grocery trip. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, I'm all about breaking down complex health science into actionable insights you can use starting today. And if this topic resonates with you, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started on this journey to optimal health through evidence-based nutrition. Cholesterol management isn't just about avoiding certain foods anymore. The latest research reveals that specific bioactive compounds found in everyday foods can actively reduce cholesterol synthesis, enhance bile acid excretion, and even repair arterial damage. We're talking about measurable results that show up in blood work within weeks, not months. Let's jump right into our first cholesterol-crushing champion. And this one might surprise you because it's probably already in your pantry right now. Oats contain a remarkable soluble fiber called beta-glucan. And here's where the science gets fascinating. Beta-glucan forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract that literally traps cholesterol-containing bile acids. Your liver then has to pull cholesterol from your bloodstream to make new bile acids, effectively lowering your total cholesterol levels. Clinical studies show that consuming just 3 grams of oat beta-glucan daily can reduce LDL cholesterol by 5 to 10% within 6 weeks. But here's the kicker. Not all oats are created equal. Steel-cut oats contain the highest concentration of beta-glucan, followed by old-fashioned rolled oats. Those instant oat packets. They've been processed so heavily that much of their cholesterol-fighting power has been stripped away. You'll find this same beta-glucan in barley, shiitake mushrooms, and certain types of seaweed. But oats remain your most convenient and concentrated source. The timeline for seeing results with oats is remarkably consistent across studies. Most participants show measurable LDL reduction within 4 to 6 weeks of daily consumption, with maximum benefits typically reached by the 12-week mark. That's faster than many prescription medications take to show their full effect. Moving to our second powerhouse food, and this one packs a double punch against cholesterol through 2 distinct mechanisms that work synergistically. Almonds and other tree nuts contain a unique combination of monounsaturated fats, plant sterols, and fiber that creates what researchers call a cholesterol-lowering trifecta. The monounsaturated fats directly replace saturated fats in your diet, while plant sterols compete with cholesterol for absorption in your intestines. Meanwhile, the fiber helps eliminate cholesterol from your system before it can be reabsorbed. Meta-analyses of over 25 randomized controlled trials consistently show that eating 1 to 2 ounces of almonds daily reduces LDL cholesterol by 3 to 19% within 4 weeks. What's particularly impressive is that these benefits compound over time, with maximum reductions typically seen after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent consumption. The plant sterols in almonds are structurally similar to cholesterol, which is exactly why they're so effective. They literally fool your digestive system into absorbing them instead of dietary cholesterol. Walnuts, pistachios, and pecans offer similar benefits, but almonds edge out the competition due to their optimal balance of these cholesterol-fighting compounds. You'll also find significant amounts of these beneficial plant sterols in sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and even dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao content. The key is consistency. Sporadic nut consumption won't move the needle on your cholesterol numbers. Our third cholesterol fighter works through a completely different pathway, and recent research suggests it might be one of the most powerful tools we have for not just lowering cholesterol, but actually reversing arterial damage. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines provide omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, that don't just lower cholesterol, They fundamentally change how your body processes fats. These omega-3s reduce hepatic VLDL production, which is basically your liver's assembly line for bad cholesterol. They also increase HDL cholesterol while making LDL particles larger and less likely to stick to arterial walls. Clinical trials demonstrate that consuming fatty fish twice weekly can reduce triglycerides by 20 to 30% within 8 weeks, while simultaneously raising protective HDL cholesterol by 5 to 10%. But here's what makes this truly remarkable. Omega-3 fatty acids also possess anti-inflammatory properties that help heal existing arterial damage. The American Heart Association recommends 2 servings of fatty fish per week, but recent studies suggest that 3 servings might be optimal for cholesterol management. Wild-caught salmon, Atlantic mackerel, and Pacific sardines offer the highest concentrations of these beneficial omega-3s. Canned versions work just as well, making this an accessible option for most budgets. For those who don't eat fish, algae-based omega-3 supplements provide the same EPA and DHA compounds, though whole fish offers additional benefits like high-quality protein and selenium. Flax seeds and chia seeds contain omega-3s too, but in ALA form, which your body must convert to EPA and DHA, a process that's only about 10 to 15% efficient. Now let's talk about our 4th cholesterol-fighting food, and this one works by targeting cholesterol production at its source, your liver. Beans and legumes contain a powerful combination of soluble fiber, plant proteins, and resistant starch that creates multiple mechanisms for cholesterol reduction. The soluble fiber works similarly to oats, binding bile acids and forcing cholesterol elimination. But legumes also contain compounds called saponins that directly inhibit cholesterol absorption in your intestines. Research shows that adding just half a cup of beans daily to your diet can lower LDL cholesterol by 6 to 8% within 5 weeks. Black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, and lentils all offer similar benefits, though black beans edge ahead slightly due to their higher anthocyanin content, the same antioxidants that give them their dark color. The resistant starch in beans feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids. These fatty acids travel to your liver and actually reduce cholesterol synthesis at the cellular level. It's like having an internal pharmacy working around the clock to keep your cholesterol in check. Timing matters with legume consumption. Studies show that eating beans with meals high in saturated fat can reduce the cholesterol-raising effects of those meals by up to 40%. This makes beans an perfect addition to meals that might otherwise spike your cholesterol levels. You'll find these same beneficial compounds in split peas, lima beans, and even green peas, though dried legumes generally contain higher concentrations than their fresh counterparts. Canned beans work fine too, just rinse them to reduce sodium content. Finally, our 5th and perhaps most surprising cholesterol fighter works through a mechanism that scientists are still fully understanding, but the results speak for themselves. Avocados contain a unique profile of monounsaturated fats, fiber, and plant sterols, but they also provide something called oleic acid in concentrations higher than almost any other food. Oleic acid doesn't just replace bad fats in your diet, it actually changes the composition of your LDL particles, making them larger and less dense. Why does this matter? Small, dense LDL particles are the ones most likely to penetrate arterial walls and cause plaque buildup. Large, fluffy LDL particles are much less dangerous. Consuming 1 avocado daily has been shown to increase large LDL particles while reducing small, dense ones by 13 to 18% within 5 weeks. The fiber in avocados is particularly effective because about 75% of it is insoluble, which speeds cholesterol elimination, while 25% is the soluble type that binds bile acids. This combination creates sustained cholesterol reduction that continues even hours after eating. Multiple clinical trials show that people who eat 1 avocado daily experience LDL reductions of 10 to 15% within 6 weeks, with additional improvements in overall lipid profiles. The healthy fats in avocados also improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins from other foods, creating additional health benefits beyond cholesterol management. Avocado oil provides many of the same benefits and can be used for cooking at higher temperatures than olive oil. However, whole avocados offer additional fiber and plant sterols that the oil lacks. Here's what makes this information truly powerful. These foods work synergistically. People who incorporate all 5 into their regular eating patterns often see LDL reductions of 20 to 35% within 3 months, rivaling the effectiveness of statin medications, but with additional health benefits instead of side effects. The key is consistency and quantity. You need sufficient amounts of these foods regularly to see meaningful results. We're talking about real portions, not just sprinkling a few nuts on your salad occasionally. If you found this information valuable, You're going to love my next video where I break down the exact meal plans and timing strategies that maximize these cholesterol-fighting effects. I'll show you how to combine these foods for maximum impact and share the specific brands and preparation methods that give you the biggest bang for your buck. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss it. And if this video helped you understand cholesterol management in a new way, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from this science-based approach to heart health. Your support helps me continue creating content that empowers you to take control of your health through informed choices. Remember, knowledge without action is just entertainment. Pick one of these 5 foods and start incorporating it into your daily routine this week. Your future self will thank you.